I'm Michelle Begue with a look at what's happening in Latin America now. But first, our news trivia. What volcano in Latin America recently went into alert status for volcanic activity? We'll have the answer later. Peru has its first female president ever after a dramatic day that began with former President Pedro Castillo declaring that he was dissolving the Congress and announcing a state of emergency. Legislators were getting ready to impeach Castillo for corruption when they learned about the announcements. The Constitutional Court, as well as members of the cabinet, considered it to be a coup d'etat attempt, so the Congress proceeded to vote to remove Castillo. The armed forces and the police withdrew their support, and Castillo was detained and charged for rebellion. Meanwhile, Castillo's vice president, Dina Boluarte, was sworn in as the new president and became Peru's first female head of state. Castillo, a former rural teacher with no previous experience in politics, is now awaiting trial. In Colombia, the rainy season is causing devastating losses. A landslide in the province of Risaralda buried a bus on Sunday. Officials say at least 34 people lost their lives. Earlier in the week, rescuers were digging through the mud looking for survivors. By Tuesday, 9 people were reportedly rescued alive, including a 7-year-old girl. The bus was traveling from Cali, Colombia's third largest city, to the northern province of Chocó. And now let's go to my colleague Joel Richards in Argentina, who has the verdict of Cristina Fernández de Kirchner's corruption trial.
A 6-year prison sentence and lifelong ban on holding public office. This is a historic ruling by a court in Argentina, the first of its kind for an Argentine vice president while in office. Cristina Fernández de Kirchner was found guilty in what prosecutors say is a $1 billion fraud case relating to public works contracts in the southern province of Santa Cruz. This dates to Kirchner's presidency between 2007 and 2015. Kirchner denies the charges. She says a president is not involved in awarding of provincial public works contracts. The former president has also said this has been a politically motivated trial. After the sentence, she described the court as a mafia and parallel state. There will be an appeal. That's a process that could take years, and Kirchner will not be imprisoned in the meantime. But she has also said that she will not run for office in next year's elections. Kirchner is a polarizing figure in Argentina. No other politician in the country holds such high approval ratings or such high disapproval ratings. And for context, Kirchner survived an assassination attempt in September. So this ruling adds to an increasingly tense political climate in Argentina.
Peru, Ecuador, and Venezuela have declared health emergencies lasting for 3 months due to the outbreak of the bird flu. Peru's wildlife officials say over 17,000 birds have died from the virus, including pelicans. In Ecuador, some 180,000 farm birds in the Andean province of Cotopaxi are set to be slaughtered to prevent the outbreak from spreading. Venezuela is the latest country to detect cases. Officials are trying to find the root cause of the outbreak. They have not discarded the migration of birds from up north, where the United States has experienced one of its deadliest outbreaks of bird flu in years. Venezuela held the second edition of its Fashion Week this past week. Until last year, Venezuela had not hosted a Fashion Week for 2 decades. The country, which has gone through economic turmoil, is trying to revive the neglected fashion industry. Top Venezuelan designer Ángel Sánchez, who has appeared in New York and Madrid Fashion Weeks, returned to his native country to be part of the big event. He joined stars who are trying to help promote the stylish comeback. The de facto dollarization of Venezuela's economy is easing price controls. That allows businesses and merchants to import a greater variety of products. And now the answer to our news trivia. The answer is C. Chile's Villarrica volcano has been shaken by earthquakes and is belching fire. Authorities say citizens must be on alert for a possible eruption. The volcano is almost 3,000 meters high and has been erupting since October, creating a spectacle. Pillars of fire of up to 220 meters high have shot up into the sky. Recently, the activity sharply increased, prompting authorities to announce emergency plans. Below the Villarrica volcano is the city of Pucón, with a population of 28,000 people. And that's it for this week. We'll see you again soon on Latin America Now.